Hello, boys and girls. This is Miss Alpine here. It's time for a writer's workshop. We get to start a new unit of writing, and this unit of writing is all about opinion writing. So remember, the reason we write as writers is we write for PI. PI stands for persuade, inform, and entertain. And we've already done an entertaining essay, which was our narrative. We did an informational narrative, which was our how-to. And it's finally time to persuade, or sometimes we refer to this as opinion writing. So first you might ask, well, what is an opinion? An opinion is how you think or how you feel about a topic or an issue. And when we go to write our opinions, we're going to say things like, I prefer, I think, in my opinion, the best thing about, everyone should, I feel that, I know, and I believe. And these will help us start voicing our opinion. For example, you could say, I feel all students should read 20 minutes a day. Or you can have the opinion that I believe dogs make the best pet. Both of these would be opinion statements. Now, a persuasive or opinion writing piece is going to share the author's opinion with others. And you're going to try to convince the reader that your opinion is right. So when we talk about persuading, we're really talking about trying to get the reader to think the way we want them to think or feel the way we want them to feel. And the way that we do this is we use reasons and evidence to support our opinion. So let's watch this video that tells us a little bit more about persuasive opinion writing.
Persuasive Writing, Episode 1. What is it? Persuasive writing is a type of opinion writing. Your opinion is what you think, feel, or believe about something. To persuade means to convince. When we persuade someone, we want to convince them of something. We can use persuasive writing for different reasons. You may want to persuade someone to believe what you believe. Or you might want to persuade someone to take action or do something. Or you might want to change someone's mind about a topic that's important to you. Persuasive writing can come in different forms. You could write a letter to someone. You can make an advertisement like a commercial or a poster. You could write an article. You could give a speech. Or you could write a review, like for a book or movie. You can use persuasive writing to convince anybody, your family, your friends, your classmates, your teachers, or even strangers. Persuasive writing is an effective way to change people's minds, much better than whining or complaining. Check out Episode 2 to learn more about brainstorming persuasive writing topics.
Okay, so like the video says, that in an opinion or persuasive writing piece, you want to first clearly state what your opinion is about the topic you're going to discuss. You're going to try to convince the reader to think a certain way or do something. You're going to support your opinion with convincing reasons and facts. You're going to use linking words and phrases to connect your ideas. And you want to make sure in your opinion essay, you have a conclusion that will ask the reader to take some action. Now, opinion writers, they tell how they feel about a topic and they support their point. And when we go to start writing our opinion, we want to make sure we start by stating the opinion and how we feel. We're going to list the reasons why we feel that way. We're going to include some facts about these reasons. And we always want to have at least 2 to 3 reasons to support our opinion. And then in the end, we want to sum up our writing, restate our opinion in our conclusion. So this is a student example or an expert example of an opinion essay. Let's read it. It says The Best Pet by Christy C. Squeak, squeak. This is a noise that can be heard in some classrooms that have pets. Pets make great addition to any classroom. I think a guinea pig would make the best pet for our classroom. To start, guinea pigs are a lot of fun to watch. I have owned a guinea pig for 2 years. It wiggles its nose at me all the time. They like attention, so they will come up to the cage when you stand by it. Also, guinea pigs are very quiet. They will not disturb us while we are working. The loudest noise they make is a faint squeaking sound. Lastly, they are easy to care for. Students could take turns cleaning the guinea pig's cage every other day. You can feed a guinea pig for pennies a day. They like to eat fresh vegetables and need fresh water. In conclusion, I believe that a guinea pig would make a super addition to our classroom or to our room. Everyone should be able to see that a guinea pig would be a great classroom pet. Squeak you later. All right, so reflecting back, did that essay clearly state the opinion and its topic? Well, yeah. The writer says, I think we should have a guinea pig as our class pet. Did they try to convince the reader to think a certain way or do something? Yeah, they tried to convince us that a guinea pig would be a good class pet. Did they support their opinion with reasons and facts? They did. The author talked about reasons why it would be a good pet, and they even gave some facts about, that it's quiet and it's easy to take care of. Did they use linking words? They sure did. She said first, my next reason, last. And then was there a conclusion that either asked the reader to take action or it summed up the main idea or the opinion? And she did. Now, there's all sorts of different topics and different things that we could talk about and we could try to persuade someone to do in an opinion essay. So let's take a look at maybe some of the topics we can write about as opinion or persuasive writing.
Persuasive Writing, Episode 2, Brainstorming. Persuasive writing is a type of opinion writing. Your opinion is what you think, feel, or believe about something. To persuade means to convince. When we persuade someone, we want to convince them of something. So, what is brainstorming? Brainstorming means thinking about ideas that you might want to write about. So let's get started. First, think about something you want to change. Would you like to stay up later on the weekends? Or have more time at recess? Would you like your big brother to be nicer to you? Or for people to stop littering? All of those are possible topics for persuasive writing. Choose ideas that are important to you, that you really care about. If you have trouble getting started, you can think about things you want to change in different places. What do you want to change at home? Or in your classroom? At school? In your community? Or even the world? Once you've brainstormed a few different ideas, you're ready to choose which topic you want to write about. Think about which one you care about the most, or which one is the most important to you. Next, you're ready to make a plan. Check out episode 3 to see how you can begin planning your persuasive writing. Persuasive.
Okay. So, what are some topics that we could talk about and write about in an opinion essay? Well, like she said in the video, we want to think about things that maybe we truly feel are important, or that we've learned about, or that we think we really can convince someone to think or feel a different way about. So maybe you could write about something like, should the school day be shorter? And if you can find enough evidence, maybe you can use that as your writing topic for an opinion or persuasive essay. What about this? Should kids be allowed to drink as much soda as they like? Well, I know I have an opinion about that, but maybe you can find some evidence to support that they should be able to. And you could try to convince your parents or even a teacher or someone else that maybe kids should be able to drink as much soda as they like. Maybe you can convince someone which recess activity is the most fun. Or maybe you could try to persuade someone who the best athlete is, if I could say that right. Or maybe you should say, hey, kids should have to wear uniforms at school. So all of these are different topics that we could talk about in our opinion writing. And I want you to think if you could think of anything else. What could you convince someone or persuade someone to feel or think? So for your writing assignment today, I want you to watch this video again if you need to, because you're going to be doing a quizzes. And the quizzes is going to test your knowledge to see if you were paying attention to what an opinion essay is and what some of the topics you could talk about would be. So for example, it says what could be a possible opinion topic? And you're going to read the different options. There's also going to be questions about what is an opinion, what is an opinion essay, what should we include in an essay, just based off of what you learned by watching this video. All right, make sure you click on the link for the quizzes, and let's go be writers.